Hey everyone, Kyle once again. Welcome back to another movie review. Um, First of all, I wanted to apologize that I was supposed to be uploading another video that I made though, but that I expected I was gonna upload it today though, but I had having some difficulties uploading it, so do apologize for that for those who were wanting to see the next video that I made, but I'll upload it as soon as I can when I have the problem fixed. So I apologize for that. But aside from that, doesn't stop me from doing the next movie review that I'm doing. So the previous review that I did was I reviewed the original absolute animated classic, the original 101 Dalmatians. And for those I changed I usually it's 101 Dalmatians, but how I titled was just the wording 101. Just be like fitting, just be fitting for that, how it was originally was gonna be called though. But I reviewed it. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Such an animated classic of the old Disney films, without a doubt. One of my childhood favorite of the Disney films. And now I'm here reviewing the sequel, which was released a direct-to-video in 2003. So 101 Dalmatians 2, Patch's London Adventure. And it takes place directly after the original film, which for the first film I didn't know what what year it was, but it said like it was like a 1960. It says a 1962, which I now understand which year it is, and none of the original voice actors come back, of course, for that's the cast of all the characters, and surprisingly, like most of like direct-to-video sequels to other Disney films, like such as like Mulan 2 or Pocahontas 2, Bambi 2, or Tarzan 2, and such others that are just released direct-to-video, This one though got positive reviews, surprisingly, because most other ones got like negative reviews, But this one got positive reviews, Has a surprisingly this one has a solid 67% on Rotten Tomatoes, But on IMDb has a 5.6 IMDb, Doesn't have, of course, much lower than the first film, of course, but still 5.6, yeah. But 67% on Rotten Tomatoes, close to a 70s. That's pretty solid job for this film. So yeah. So looking at anything else. No. But yeah. But so getting to the story, it takes place directly after the first film. There was when Roger and Anita and Nanny, and all the Dalmatians, they're planning on to move to their new Dalmatian plantation, like they said in the last film, to a bigger house in the countryside, which is like really enough at the ending of, the live-action film, which they moved to a bigger country house in the big house in the country, which was covered in spots, But it's not like that in this film though. But they plan on moving on to a bigger house in the countryside, like they said at the ending of the first film, So they're preparing to move, from their old house, and which one of the puppies, Patch, which is mostly our main focus, our main star, basically enough in the film, He's recently, he's been like ignored and stuff, like how he was supposed to get his food. I think he was supposed to get his food first, but everyone got to their food first, and he's trying to get to his food, but he's getting pushed away, and basically been all the puppies get laughing at him, and he's just been like the typical stuff, how with some family members, like that, laughing at one certain relative, or sibling, So he's been like basically ignored and stuff, you know, and he also, but one thing he's hoping for, you know, that on TV, you know, which was showed in the original when they were watching TV, the black and white show of the marvelous wonder dog, you know, named Thunderbolt, you know, which in the original they were how this big heroic dog, you know, chasing after the bad guy, you know. He he wishes like to be like him, be like a hero, you know. And that's the thing that was also part of the reason why the other puppies were laughing at him, you know. Because even when he like tried to like do like the signature bark that Thunderbolt does, you know, he tries to bark, it's like a squeaky, like a, you know. But which also they laugh at him for that. So he wants to be like him, but he hears on TV that the chance that he may appear on the show because Thunderbolt is in London, you know, trying out, you know, for like other dog auditions to be on his show, you know. So, but he wants to go to London, but his parents says no, because we're moving away, you know. But what happened next? Oh, hold on a second. This is what I have here. Does remind me of what I have here. What? Yeah. He accidentally gets to leave behind as the moving van is about to leave. He gets left behind, you know. So thinking that like how his brothers and sisters don't feel sorry for him, you know, he decides to go to London alone so he can go on the dog show, you know. And hopefully he'll be much happier that way. And while this is going on, you know, Cruella DeVille, she's after what happened to her in the end of the first film, you know, she's now under probation, you know, and because of what she did, you know, and she's in a problem which lost everything that she has, you know, and even she tries to drive up in a car which is in a total wreck, like of course the end of the first film, you know. As she tries to drive off, it all breaks apart once again, you know. And then she goes into this art museum, and she sees a painting which is one black spot in the middle of a whole white painting, but just with a black spot in the middle of it, you know. And all because she's now all interested, you know, and because of course of seeing spots, you know, of course the Dalmatians, you know, because you know the whole thing, and she gets like so excited about this, and she meets the painter of the artist of this painting by the name of Lars, who is voiced by Martin Short, you know. There was a couple of good guest stars, you know, in this film, you know. Martin Short voices as this artist that who gets real excited that who's someone who likes his artwork, you know, about the spots, you know. So he has she said she'll do what he'll do what she likes, you know, like get inspired more, you know. So starts painting other paintings of spots, you know. And while that's going on, Patch gets to the dog show, you know, and sees all the dogs trying out, you know, doing like his signature bark, you know, and also which he never showed in the original film, you know, except on the here, you know, in the show Thunderbolt has a partner named Lightning, who is voiced by Jason Alexander. And Jason Alexander voices it's actually Lil Lightning, you know, Lil exclamation point Lil as short for Lil Lightning, who was voiced by Jason Alexander. He's also like he's the sidekick, you know, and thinks like everything. Hopefully they'll be together. Wants to stay on the show together, but after I'll get to that in a second though. But as the show is going on, all the dogs are barking and Patches is the last one, you know, when tries to impress him by barking, and then all the other dogs laugh at him, you know, and of course even Thunderbolt even laughs at him, thinking, calling him sounds like a squeaky toy, you know, and that makes him sad, you know. Then how his hero laughs at him for that, you know, so he gets sad, you know, and even when Thunderbolt's in his trailer with a little lightning, you know, when lightning tells him that they have plans for he said they looked at the script of the next episode, you know, and said that he dies, you know. But first lightning says, "Oh, it's all like an act," and he comes back. He comes back heroically, but lightning straight up says, "No, you just die. You're dead permanently." And now he gets saddened by that, but he has come up with an idea how he can prove himself that he's still a hero, you know. So he goes out and into the city and find help, whoever needs him, you know. And which runs into Patch again, tells him that he's like he needs someone to he's like trying to find people who need his help, and Patch goes along with him, you know, and goes through town, and which they try to find stuff that need people who need his help, but really don't actually cause any disasters after one stuff of the other, you know. And of course also which the two of them don't know, that Lightning, he's actually psyched, so he's glad that he's glad that Thunderbolt wanted to get killed off, because he wants to have a chance to be the main star of the show, you know. So he's happy about that. He wants Thunderbolt to be out of the picture so he can be on the show, be the star, you know, and the hero, you know, and have like the lady dogs be go excited for him, you know, like they did with Thunderbolt, you know. And while that's going on, Cruella DeVille bails out Horace and Jasper. Horace and Jasper, they were in jail, you know, and but they get bailed out by Cruella, you know, wants them to steal puppies again, you know. So they steal like the dog food truck, you know, which advertises, you know, like even the original, after when the show's done, they show like an advertisement for, you know, dog food, you know, Canine Crunchies, you know. You know, like, yeah, Canine Crunchies, you know, like just to show it at the ending of the show in the original film on TV, you know, and which is also the food snack truck, which is also like the show like sponsored by, you know, or something like that, you know, Canine Crunchies, you know. So they steal what other remains of the puppies, you know, and when they see we'll see what happened next after when they supposedly try to help out, you know, Patch and Thunderbolt, you know, back on the farm when they get to when Roger, Anita, and everyone else, you know, they get to the farm, you know, they notice that Patch is missing, you know, and so they drive back to London to drive back to them, which is also a thing, you know, that Pongo and Percy, you know, they were the main stars they were the main stars of the first film, you know, but in this film though, they were like set as minor characters in this film, you know. You saw them in the beginning, and then they were not in, like, so like that one scene a little bit as they drive back to London to get Patch, you know, and they appear at the end, you know. They were not mostly the main stars in the show though, so it's because it's mainly the focus on Patch, you know, with Thunderbolt, you know. That's like one like the main downside for me though. That's only like the main problem I have with it though, but I do like the film though. I'm gonna let that one problem maybe not like the film though. But although I do understand they're not the main stars of the film. It's Patches though. But I still like the film though. I think it's a good decent sequel though. But it was not put them as main stars again though. But Patches is in this though. But Patches is the main star though. So it's focusing more on him, you know. So. Let me see here. oh, after when Horace and Jasper, they take they steal Puppies. They bring it back to with Cruella, and the Lars, the painter, you know, he tells him what he says that he's getting sad because Cruella de Vil is not getting impressed by any of his paintings, so she tells him his plan that here, you take these puppies and you're gonna kill them, so they make them back to her, of course, her dog skin coat, you know, of course, once again, you know. But Lars won't do it, and even the man today, there was a quote saying from the first film, you know, saying like Lars, there's like, how will I be able to do it, you know? And Horace and Jasper goes, poison them, drown them, bash them on the head. It's what Cruella de Vil said to them in the first film, you know. Except they didn't say got any chloroform. Except you got any chloroform. They didn't say that part though, except the other lines, you know. But he says he won't do it, and they tie him up, you know. They find him, he's like tied to the canvas, you know, like this, you know. So they tie him up, and Lightning tells I think if I remember, they overheard what they said, and so he goes and gets Thunderbolt and Patch, you know, to go and help them out, you know. So he's supposed to be to help out as well, though, but really is not. So they come in, and suppose Thunderbolt is supposed to be, you know, barking, you know, try to scare them off, but Cruella de Vil hits him on the head with a paint can, I think it was a paint can. So they both get locked up in a cage, and Thunderbolt, Lightning tells Patch the truth about Thunderbolt. He's not really a hero. He's just an actor, you know. Everything he did was all acting. He's not really a hero dog. A dog, the Wonder Dog, you know, that he looked up to, you know. So now Patch gets upset that seeing that hearing that he's a phony, you know. But he had a plan but he eventually gets himself out of it and lets all his other brothers and sisters out, you know, because it was because Horace and Jasper used that snack food truck, you know, because Cruella de Vil knew where they were at, so he got Horace and Jasper to help lure the puppies in with those dog snacks, you know, and that's how they got captured. I missed that part, so that's how the puppies got captured by Horace and Jasper with luring them in that snack food truck, because Cruella de Vil got the address of where they live when he returned to their empty house, you know. So yeah, that's how she knew about where they moved at, and that's how the puppies got captured. So Patch gets himself out of the cage and lets all of his brothers and sisters out in. He devises a plan how to get out of there, and then that's when his brothers and sisters started to appreciate him as a hero, you know. So, but he tells him to come, asks Thunderbolt to come, but he doesn't want to, because you know how he's disappointed him and disappointed Patch and himself, you know. So he wanted to stay. So they plan to take the puppies plan to take a double-decker bus, you know, like right the double-decker bus right there. So so Cruella, Horace, and Jasper, they get in that truck, you know, when they chase them through London in the double-decker bus, you know. But also eventually that the Thunderbolt catches up to them, you know, as they got them cornered in an alley, you know. And what happened next? Well, because Thunderbolt, because Thunderbolt, before he decided to get out of there, he sees Lars and sees him tied up, you know, and he lets him go, and he drops Thunderbolt where they're at, and Lars gave him a thumbs up, you know. Oh, that's what happened. While they were chasing through the London Lightning, he got caught up in this thing. I think he saw where their van was, and he got caught up where they were on the van, you know. And and they get cornered in an alley. Then, well, as they're planning to get them again, Thunderbolt comes in with help of Lars, and he plans. He fakes a heart attack. He fakes like he pretends he plays dead basically. He plays dead, and of course news that Passion knew that who knew he was doing because he did that in one of the episodes. Yeah, and at first the Lightning felt that he was like sorry, um, it was a distraction though. Um, oh, what happened next? I'm drawing a blank here. Charlie, what happened next? After he faked that, after he played dead, Lil Lightning said something like he was sorry, everything, and they get back back into that van, and they send a reverse, and there's a driving into a river, and then eventually that Lightning, he gets arrested by police dogs, and Nanny, who recognized Horace and Jasper from before, he said they're the ones that did it. But then Horace and Jasper says, they both point out and said the same thing, she made us do it, And then Cruella de Vil gets put in a straitjacket and thrown into a mental hospital, So now that everyone's reunited now, and Pongo, Purdy, and his brothers and sisters, they realize now he is a wonder dog. Even Thunderbolt says that he's truly a wonder dog, So, and he had like now finally perfected his barking, for the show, and it ends with them. Yeah. So he's pronounced he's the true wonder dog, and it ends during the credits. It shows everybody in newspapers. Like Roger, he had his song Dalmatian Plantation. He earned him a platinum album. And Cruella de Vil is in an insane asylum, and Horace and Jasper have their own They got their own business. What was it? I think it was a tailor shop. I think it was, and even Little Lightning, he's been discredited as well in the newspaper as well. And then of course after the credits, it shows on the TV show, and Patch is now Thunderbolt's new sidekick now, and also as they both bark together, all the other puppies, his brothers, sisters, all other puppies as well, they chase the bad guy away from him, as as chasing the villain away into the sunset, basically, So yeah, everything, Patch's wish came true, he's Thunderbolt's new sidekick. They're on as a TV show, and he's happy, So that's after the end credits of this, So yes, I do enjoy the film, Even though, like I said, Pongo and Purdy, who are the main stars in the first film, though they've been set to minor characters in this film, though. That's probably the only problem I have with it, The voice cast, I would say, did a good job, but they were decent enough. But the original voice cast is always the best. Pongo, Purdy, Cruella de Vil, Horace, Jasper, and everybody in this film. They're always the best. But this voice cast is fine. And the only two celebrity stars like Jason Alexander as Little Lightning was fine, and Martin Short as Lars, he was fine as well. The other voice cast of the other characters, they were fine as well, but the voice cast in the original film has always been the best, has a for features, has a behind the scenes documentary. Get a documentary, you know. Has a Lost in London game, you know. Thunderbolt, inside look, you know. Two music videos, you know. That's basically it, you know. Even in the songs, even a moment where when Cruella DeVille was getting back into her broken car when she was putting on the radio, the song Cruella DeVille was playing for that one appearance, you know, from what Roger sang in the first one, you know, Cruella DeVille, you know, before she destroyed the radio, you know. But I like 101 Dalmatians 2 Patch's London Adventure. It was I would say is a good sequel, you know. But I would say so. I don't know why I'm doubting myself, but if I say it's good, you know. Well, would I recommend people to check it out? Well, if you've seen the original film, this is a direct that takes place directly after, you know. I advise you to go see it, see what you think on it, you know. The original's always been the best, always will be, you know, hands down. So that's basically it. Also, just for reason I just want to hold these up, you know. I said before, I've already reviewed the live-action versions and the sequel, you know, 101 Dalmatians and 102 Dalmatians. I've already reviewed these long ago, so you can go check those out, you know. If you don't like those films, that's fine, you know, it's your opinion. And as you really know, this was nominated. Also, really enough, this was nominated for some awards, you know, by DVDX Awards. I guess this film was nominated for DVDX Awards for Best Animated Feature Film, Best Director, Best Editing, and even a Best Musical Score, you know. So, well, that was I guess that was something for this directed DVD film, you know. So yes, this is my review for 101 Dalmatians 2 Patch's London Adventure. I would say that, yeah, it's a good sequel. I would say that, yeah. I'm not gonna down myself for that. To be perfectly honest, you know, I would say it is a good sequel, you know. But the only downside was Pongo and Purdy. They were only minor characters in this film, you know, despite the fact they were the main characters in the first film, you know. That was like the only downside is because, like I said, it's only the main focus of the story was on Patch, you know, and him with his friendship with Thunderbolt, you know. Even the bottom here says Michael Scheinfeld, the TV guy, says a charmer, sure to please fans of the original classic. I'll agree with that. I got pleased by it as a big fan of the original film. I would say so. Yeah, I would agree with that. You know. Back here it says the Dalmatians are back and better than ever by Michael Troutman of Family Fun magazine. But I would agree, like the solo one that's at the bottom here. You know, fans of the original classic. I do like the film. You know, but how it takes directly after the first film. You know. But yeah, I enjoy the film. So if anyone who still hasn't seen the film, go check it out and see what you think of it. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of you agree that the original film is still the first film was still the best. You know, but I do enjoy the film. So yeah, so this is by hold on. So that's basically by well, of course, also I forget what I mentioned in the first film. I think so. That there was a TV show, you know, of the 101 Dalmatians, the series. Honestly, also I've seen 1 or 2 episodes though, but I'm not the biggest fan of the show, you know. But the animation seems like a little bit odd, you know, because it takes place. If this is a 101 Dalmatians series, their main focus is on 3 of the Dalmatians, you know. That's what it seems to be. It's 101 Dalmatians, but the story of the premise of the TV show focuses only on 3 of the Dalmatians, you know. That's why I think that's the only thing of this franchise I'm not the biggest fan of, you know. I've only seen like a couple of episodes though, and don't get me wrong, I did not mind those episodes though, but I'm not the biggest fan of the 101 Dalmatians TV show though. Although I do respect that it was it was like I think it was like in the late 90s, early 2000s, you know. I think it was. But I didn't honestly I did not mind those episodes. They were all right, you know. But I'm just not the biggest fan of the TV series though. But that's one thing I would just want to perfectly say about the TV show, you know. But I do, but that's what I wanted to say because I did before I left anything out, you know. But yeah, that's been my review for 101 Dalmatians 2, Patch's London Adventure. Like I said before, check it out if you haven't seen it. I'm sure a lot of you agree with me that the first one will always still be the best though, but still. Yeah, that's also been my review of my end of the 101 Dalmatians franchise. And I think Red, you know, since they've been doing a one last thing before I end the videos, that since they've been like doing, now they're gonna do like live action, more you know, more live actions of Disney films, you know, with the Beauty and the Beast, now the Jungle Book, and now Mulan, and now even Winnie the Pooh, you know, and I forgot what was the other one. Oh, and Dumbo as well, you know. And I would think they're attempt again doing another live action version of the original classic, you know. I mean, the first we already got a live action version of this, you know. I don't think we don't on this one I think we don't need another one because we have this one from 1996, you know. The first film made a lot of film made a lot of money, you know, and even though it got negative reviews, yeah, but it still made a lot of money, you know, and first of all, I grew up watching this film, so I said I really do enjoy it, though, but to me personally, I don't think we don't need another live-action version, you know, because maybe probably to keep up with the live-action versions of this time, you know, but we already have a version of 101 Dalmatians. I don't think we don't need another one, though, but still, if they are planning to do it, then what can I say? They won't listen to me, you know, or anybody, you know, they just want to do what they want, you know, but yeah. So that's my, but anyway, I'm ending it right here. So that's what I quickly want to say about that, for the franchise, you know. So yeah, that's my review for 101 Dalmatians 2, Patch's London Adventure. Thanks for watching, and take care. Stay tuned on the next movie review. Later.